The end of our hunting season is usually marked by the spring. Something we have recently begun to take advantage of is this free-range exotic population in our neighboring state of Texas. The year-round hunting opportunities allow us to continue to pursue our passion for hunting. It gives us a chance to come together as a team and pass the time together until fall rolls back around.
I just spotted a big axis buck right down there.
We have a problem. We dropped B and Matt off the blind in Texas, and since we've dropped them off, there's been a massive rain came, and now we can't access them to get them back home.
That is awesome, dude. We've been from highs to lows to goats.
Goats. So this week we're headed to Fredericksburg, Texas with our good friend Rusty down in the hill country of Texas.
It's kind of an off-the-wall trip for us. Seasons are out for everything pretty much, and we're heading down to do some exotic hunting.
Pretty much the main goal of this trip was for Brandon to get his first axis deer. I've been fortunate enough to kill one a few years ago, and I was going to do a little hunting too, and hopefully get on one as well.
I rolled in a little bit earlier than the other guys, so I didn't waste any time. I jumped right in the blind.
We're down here in the hill country of Texas. It's late spring, and we are after free-range axis deer. And these things are absolutely cool. I mean, they are cool. We got our expedition bows, and everybody keeps talking about how hard they are to kill with a bow, so I don't know, we're gonna try. I'm pretty pumped. Well, there's only a couple places in the U.S. you can even hunt free-range axis deer. Florida, Texas, and Hawaii. We're gonna settle in here and see what happens.
So we're sitting here, we're watching these axes feed. We've got Big and J out, they're hammering it. Just about the time we kind of spot the buck that we're targeting in this spot, it happens. So when we hear the goats coming, I'm thinking we got a couple goats coming in here, it's gonna be okay. Oh no, they kept coming, and kept coming. And kept coming.
This ain't starting out good. We've had whitetails in here in front of us at 20 yards this morning. No problem. First axis deer we see out here in the cedar thicket in front of us. A whitetail line that starts blowing. Then that kind of calms down, and the axis are still out there. We see the big buck that we're after. He's 50 yards in the cedars there. And then his herd of goats comes through. He just kind of drifts off. Hopefully, he'll slide back in here in a minute. I don't know.
Strut Buck is being brought to you by Nikon. Trust earned. Big and J. The aroma is super strong. The range is super long. And Swagger, the bipod with moves. Strut and Buck is being brought to you by the Tour 12 Podcast. Experience 12 months of living your passion, business, leadership, and life. Search the Tour 12 Podcast on iTunes.
We slide into a different farm with chance of weather in. We kind of didn't know exactly what we were getting into.
We just got back in a blind in a different farm. And we got a little bit of weather this afternoon, probably gonna be moving in and out. So we got in here a little bit early because I think these deer may move as long as that thunder holds off.
So we knew there was going to be some weather in the area, but it kind of escalated in a fast way.
So I rolled into camp just a little bit behind these guys, and as soon as I get there, we get a text saying these guys are in trouble. And I've known Brandon for a long time, and he ain't never really been in too much trouble. And so I literally thought he was kidding. And little did I know a little bit later, he was actually being serious.
No.
All right, well, the landowner's out here. He was worried about y'all.
Yeah, or at least let's sit in the truck.
You just tell me. I'm up here at the barn.
You're doing good, B. Proud of you.
I need some wipes. You got any wet wipes?
We finally ride the lightning storm out. Rusty and Heath get there. They get us out, but we still got a lot of daylight left, so we're going to make a move. We're going to go get in the blind in another farm.
Well, we had to make a move. Had a pretty good storm come through and rode out a pretty decent lightning storm, but it dumped a lot of water in where we were in the bottom, and we're here in this Texas hill country, and flash flooding can be bad here, so kind of where we were, it was going to be pretty sketchy getting out of there, so we went ahead and got out, moved over here to another farm, got a few all-season feeders scattered around it, and I should get on their feet.
So following rescue mission number 1, we get the guys moved and dropped off again, and we thought we were going to get to go hunt. And little did we know, being from Arkansas, that the creeks rise really fast down in this part of the hill country. And no sooner than we had got them dropped off, we realized we were about to be on rescue mission number 2.
We have a problem. We dropped B and Matt off the blind in Texas, and since we've dropped them off, there's been a massive rain came, and now we can't access them to get them back home. They're trying to walk back. They're going to have a Tarzan rope or something because they can't get back. Check us out.
So they're stuck, and we now have what was 4 feet wide 3 hours ago is now what you see here, and the tractor's not going across it.
Tractor can't get across.
So the creek's up. So we're going to have to try and walk this creek down about a mile and hit a highway if we can get across this feeder creek that is coming into this. We don't know. We're going to go check it out. Yeah. We'll cross over here. I'll step on that boat.
Ran into a little bit of a problem.
Clipped out.
Yeah. Long ways down.
Might go down.
Did you bring your rope?
Good sign we got 2-track. I hear the highway up there. We're getting out tonight. This is what you do when your guide calls you and tells you you ain't gonna get out tonight. We were on that field down there, Matt.
Now we don't know where we are, but we know where we're going.
I know where we are. There just ain't nobody here to get us yet.
What y'all doing?
Walking out.
Why?
Because Rusty put us on the other side of a creek that came up 10 feet.
10 feet. 10 feet.
Glad y'all are in shape.
Hey, that just shows you what kind of dedicated axis hunter you are.
It's a good thing you had us in camp, not some other jackleg.
I know.
Big body.
I wouldn't have told them to walk out. I'd told them to go sleep with the neighbors.
I ain't sleeping with a neighbor, bro.
You about did.
I ain't come down here to hang out with the neighbors. I come down here to hang out with y'all.
Alright, my phone, I don't want it to die.
All right, bye.
Officially trespassing.
On our way out.
It's emergency, bro.
Martial law.
Your feet wet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My entire lower body is wet.
Yeah. Made it. Remind us we're just tearing down too.
Ta-da.
Tearing down barriers.
Oh, shoot. Where'd he go?
Hey. Thanks. We're watching y'all's videos. This is hilarious.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Expedition Archery, Experience Perfection, Thermacell, Turn It On, Mosquitoes Gone, and Buck Bomb, Explosive Results. Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Quality Archery Designs and Exodus Broadheads, America's drop-away arrow rest and broadheads with pinpoint accuracy.
We're back in here where we started the first morning. We've already had a bunch of whitetail, 5 or 6 axis does, and yearlings come in. They kind of got, this wind's a little bit funky right now this morning. It's so still and so quiet right now. It's really, really hard in this blind. I mean, any noise, and they're just like on pins and needles. So hopefully we get up in the morning a little bit, the wind will pick up and we can cover a little bit of our sound.
So these deer, it's taking them a little while to get back to where we are from the fields that they've been feeding in all night. And just as we start seeing deer, here they are again. As we had come back in there that morning, the blind was all tore up, and we thought it was a storm from the day before, but apparently goats like fresh cut cedar, and they were destroying the blind. We finally get the goats run off, and after getting settled back down, we had the green light on does, so we're kind of on a meat mission now.
She spun hard. Bro, oh, we got her. Freaking goats were coming back. We just heard a buck roar out there, but these things are tough, especially with a bow. Oh, she spun pretty hard. I don't know if they hit her out here or what. We made contact though.
I hit this doe, and we found my arrow. Looked back at the footage, and it just wasn't a fatal hit. My arrow never got in the chest cavity of this deer.
Was not as good as what we thought. We just saw her, and she's perfectly fine. She was just standing there looking at us, and she's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with her. She just barked at us. So. She's good to go. Only thing hurt is my pride right now. These things are freaking spooky, man.
Strut and Buck is being brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras. Remain the best in the game. Whitetail Institute, where research equals results. And High Mountain Seasonings. Make the most out of your game meat. Strut and Buck is being brought to you by the Tour 12 Podcast. Experience 12 months of living your passion. Business, leadership, and life. Search the Tour 12 Podcast on iTunes.
So it's the last day, and we've been hunting blinds and stands and different things, but it's time to get aggressive. So Matt and I, we're gonna get on our feet, we're gonna get the wind in our face, and we're gonna go try and find an axis deer to shoot. I'm glassing the creek bottom, and sure enough, I see horns sticking up out of the grass.
I just spotted a big axis buck right down this creek bed. That big one we had the picture of. You ready to put the mash on him?
With these deer bedded and several does with this buck, we kind of took our time, picked our way through this creek bottom, and just were kind of patient because waiting on these deer to get in the right position to make a move to get in range and get a shot at them.
Our buck went over this pond dam. We got a doe and a yearling right here. We can't move until they go over, and then we're gonna make a beeline for him. He's a good one. It's that one that we had a picture of.
As we top over the dam and I get set up for the shot, this buck, he decides it's time to go take a nap, and he beds down on us. Luckily it wasn't long, and he stands back up, and it's just a matter of letting him get in the right position now.
That is awesome, dude. We've been from highs to lows to goats.
Goats.
Everything worked perfect, and it couldn't have been a better situation for us.
So Brandon gets his first axis, and man, this is what hunting is all about. We got to share that moment with him. Him and Matt got just an incredible stalk on a really nice axis in velvet, and he got it done. What he went down there to accomplish, he got it done, and it's a great memory that I know we will never forget.
It's been a challenging hunt, but man, what a story. And that's what it's all about, you know, being in camp with buddies and stories, and man, I couldn't be more proud of this buck right here. Matt and I have worked our butts off trying to get within range of one of these dudes this week.
Oh, by the way, I did kill the number 4 largest black buck in Texas, but my great friend and not so good cameraman failed to hit record. Thanks, Rusty.